little nice. Yeah.
आलोक भैया अपना वीडियो आप ऑफ रख सकते हैं। जी।
जी भैया, वो बच्चे ने कर दिया था।
हाँ, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं।
हाँ, स्वागत है आलोक जी। आपके बेटे का नाम क्या है? बेटा है बेटी है?
बेटा है भैया, इसका नाम है राजन।
हाँ, राजन। नमस्ते।
नमस्ते बोलो। नमस्ते।
नमस्ते,
हाँ,
नमस्ते।
कैसे हो?
अच्छा हूँ बोलो। अच्छा हूँ।
कहाँ पे हो आप लोग?
ग्वालियर। ग्वालियर।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, स्वागत है।
थैंक यू बोलो। थैंक यू।
चलो बिल्कुल, go ahead, हाँ बताइए।
जी भैया।
नाइस। So I'll say that the work done by the team, according to me, has been quite satisfactory in terms of inviting foreign delegates. So we could reach out to more than 10,000 delegates and invite them. And it was visible through registration also. We had registration for more than 7,700 delegates, and the delegates were from 55 countries. So on that part, we have done well. In fact, the number of stations went up due to the mails by AIU and AICT also. And before that, when we were corresponding with the delegates, so registration had gone up to, I think, 6 or 7,000, 5,000 probably. So this is also a good number. And we have some work as a follow-up to do. For example, we have now a good collection of contacts. So we have to compile it properly and stratify in such a way that it is very easily usable and understandable in the upcoming conferences. So that is one major task. So we have to look into the contacts and then properly organize the contacts. So that will be useful. Second thing, the pre-conference meetings were also organized by this team, and Ila Didi did quite well there. Uh, Up to November, we were organizing at least one meeting every week, and that also brought many foreign delegates in contact. And we have to continue with this. I'll say that the conference is over, but the work of this team is not yet over. So we have to keep following up as we had envisioned that our goal was to get UHV courses started in at least 10 countries by the end of 2026. So we have to keep following up with them. There were some delegates who had expressed their interest in the pre-conference meetings, and there were some delegates who appeared in the conference directly and expressed their interest. So that list also has to be finalized, in which countries we can see a good possibility. Now we could have, uh, like we were looking for a good possibility in Kenya, but somehow Yashodaji could not join the meetings. Maybe he was caught up in something, but he has been quite promising, and he had already shared that the course can be started in 2 or 3 countries where branches of his university are there. Then from Vietnam also, I think we had a very good sign, but somehow that lady couldn't join, though she had expressed her interest. Maybe she also got caught up. So there are some delegates who join in the pre-conference meetings and were quite willing to take this program ahead. There are some delegates from previous conferences, and there are some delegates who joined in the conference and have expressed their interest. So that data has to be compiled by us, and we have to keep following up with them, and we have to keep on organizing weekly meetings. We can give that some other meaning, other name, like we may not call it pre-conference meeting. We can give some other name, and we can choose a proper name. And I think now a good team has to be formed to globalize this program. So like conference is just one activity out of that program, but the way we have worked in Bhutan consistently, and by virtue of which the program got established in Bhutan, and we can see how it is also continuing there. In a similar manner, we have to plan for other countries. And this is an ongoing task, and this is going to be a big task. In fact, the task is going to grow in the years to come. So that also has to be planned. And in fact, in our weekly meetings that we update in admin group, there also some slot can be created where we can regularly update our activity with other countries. So we have a lot more to discuss. In the meantime, I'll just say that we had completed contacting the foreign delegates by October end, and then we had pre-conference meetings. So the task was done quite in time. But if there are some further scope, if there is some further scope where we have to work, that can be suggested, and we can see how we can make the our work better. So this is something that we can look into. Ji. So I'll first of all congratulate the whole team before I conclude. The team has worked quite well.
Yeah, nice, very, very nice. What I was asking is how our team, how we felt during this conference, how uh, our team worked together, and how it was complementary to other teams. Then we can discuss about what are the things that went well and what are the things that need improvement. So we have covered all of these things, Kumar. Nice. So thank you. So we'll go to each of us who would like to share something. Yeah. The numbers and all that we'll go into, I think, next. Tara Prasannaji has done quite a lot of analysis.
जी, सर नमस्ते नमस्ते टू एवरीवन नमस्ते कुमार भैया दीदी श्री सभी को नमस्ते am I audible
Yeah, you are audible.
yes so Kumar bhaiya almost elaborated about the happenings in the conference so it was for me it was my second international conference where I was the part of this delegate team so for the delegate team the event starts from the next day itself. Like this time also, if we are planning for next conference, this day started. So inviting delegates uh, and making them into the conference and connecting them after the conference means remain connected after the conference. That's a, I should say, very crucial task, and that can be possible only when we have a deep feeling of relationship. So we started with the concern that how can we get more and more number of foreign delegates. This time, the personal contacts, whatever we have obtained along with the AI, and also the social media platform, uh, they together helped us to get good number. But still, the as for the objective is concerned of the conference, we need to work a lot in that direction, and always there is scope of improvement. But the feeling, if I say about my feeling, so which was started at the beginning as a concern, like how we can get good numbers, how can we do this conference. So initial concern slowly converted to confidence, and inside the conference, if I say, when listening the voice of overseas people and any voice with some foreign accent, it gives us immense excitement. I would say not happiness exactly. That yes, we are able to connect, and particularly the pre-conference meet, the dialogue with Bangladesh or people with Kenya, many other countries. It was very much fulfilling, and I hope we are also able to disseminate the same thing in the conference itself in an elaborate manner. And after the conference, if you look at the post-conference analysis part, we will go with the figures later. But as a whole, we can say that the learning is going on. We are still in the process of learning many things. We just learned few things. Anil Bhaiya, Raju ji, and Kumar Bhaiya, all team members of this delegate team, all are complementing each other and maintaining at the right time. So we are going ahead, and I think in every conference, successive conference, we are growing slowly. So sincere gratitude to everyone. Namaste, sir.
Nice, Tarab Sanaji. Very nice. Yeah, let's hear from others also. The pre-conference work was very interesting, and like Kumar said, we must continue it, whatever we call it, maybe international connect or whatever we call it, we must continue that. And all those countries that we could not connect to for political reasons, we can connect to them on an ad hoc basis. And so, for example, like you mentioned about Bangladesh, it was, I don't know how many of you were there during that meeting. This Deputy High Commissioner even sang a few lines of a song. So there was a great feeling of relationship, which was also expressed in a song. So if you have not heard, you can go back to the recording and listen to it. It's there on, it's in uh, unlisted recording is there. We have not put it publicly. Okay. Yeah, we can go to the who is next.
Namaste.
जी भैया
जी नमस्ते ईश्वर जी.
Yeah, I think others wanted to talk after the mic.
Yeah.
you continue. I'm in car, so I will take some time.
Okay, ठीक है. Namaste, Sharma. Yeah, with respect to my self-development, I can say that using of Quark is something which I've learned being a part of this delegate team. And the way it was given, like continent-wise, we have worked, and as a team, we could collect the data with respect to South America. That was a learning experience, and in that, how we were coordinating and that self-regulation was something which was helped me a lot. And coming to the everything, what was given as a target, we could reach with respect to the plan of action that was suggested. I think now it's time we come up with what we can offer for the other universities or colleges, because some of them are in touch. So when we are responding to them, so we should at least have what is our plan of action. We can tell them, and so that a continuous contact or communication is built up. So that is one thing. We need guidance with respect to what is our next strategy step. A synopsis page of what is being offered, if we can prepare at the earliest, that would be helpful for us. That is from my end. Thank you.
So you're saying it would be helpful to have what synopsis?
What exactly we are offering first, because immediately they may not have an FDP program, so an LDP program, or like how we have all the UHV point of view, we can send them to them and say in which area, but are we prepared with the various workshops, or we have to focus only on higher education? That is one thing, clarity which I need to have before talking to others. So that's the reason, a guidance about how we'll go about it, that write up I'm talking about.
Yeah, so yeah, that is quite important that we at least we can do the LDP kind of 1 day workshop.
Ji.
I think, but I think that has to be discussed more, and you all can also suggest what would be good to keep them. See, if we are telling them the pre-conference meetings were a good example of what they really wanted to know. Their question was, why should I come to the conference? What is going to be discussed in the conference? So they were looking for metadata, not for all the data that this is going to be discussed and we'll do it again when we meet in the conference. They were looking for what is my role, what what would be discussed in the conference and why I should come for the conference. So we have to keep on refining, that part so that before the conference we have some kind of information exchange. Now, after the conference, that information has to be more focused on the content and the process and the impact, those kind of things. So, of course, we have to work on that for the international audience. But the LDP design is closest to that question as to what is UHV, how it is helpful in my institution, in my country. And that country part will be added for the international audience. So those kind of things we have to see what to do about it and then make effort to do that. And it is certainly very important. This pre-conference meetings, I attended 6 of them. All I don't know how many there were, but I attended 6 of them, and the discussion was quite fulfilling. Particularly, I remember that interaction with Bangladesh, where their deputy high commissioner was present. So, and there also we discussed content briefly, but we discussed the whole rest of why the conference and all that in more detail, and we heard them. I mean, they also want to be heard. They have questions or they have comments or observations or something, we have to hear them. So in that particular meeting, we were able to hear them. So we have to see, what to do next. But as far as the UHV part is concerned, we have at least these 4 areas where we can communicate to them. One is the core UHV, like the LDP or the MDP. The second area is about things which are connected, like projects which impact SDGs. Then the third area is about health, and the fourth area is about counseling and rehabilitation. So we can discuss those things. I mean, these 4 areas we can discuss at length. And of course, we can share our jail experience and all those things along with whatever we are discussing. So certainly we have to think about how to package it so that we are uh, uh, giving some information which they are able to absorb and then they can take it forward. But we cannot assume that they will just take it forward by hearing in the conference. We have to do a lot of homework before that. And we have to be ready to do that homework, So good. Yeah. Yeah. So we can go ahead. I think Ganesh has also joined. Namaste, Ganesh. No, it is somebody else who had joined. Okay.
But yes, भैया जी.
Huh?
Somebody else maybe.
I think Akash ने से ज्वाइन किया था. ठीक है. Nice. So we can go ahead. Who else would like to share?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, Bhaiya, that at the time when this meeting started, no, I was in some other meeting, so I could not see these pointers. So I shared all that I had within me in the meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, my cough has become quite acute, so I got up very, very late today.
Cough.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, yes. That is a major
Anyway,
concern that you are
so
considering
I
the
just
body to
put
be.
this up.
Eh?
I just put this up.
Yeah.
Mm.
You are considering the body to be too much resilient. You have to take caution.
Yeah, so today is the last day that I'll be very active. So that we'll see. Mm. Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead.
Yeah, Ila Didi has not spoken, no?
Yeah, namaste all. Uh, I just want to share that my experience with the delegate team was a lot of learning. Um, yeah, concern definitely was to have more registrations. And if we compare last year, we were dependent more on the manual search through the websites. And there was a big team which worked very hard for it. 2,500 plus they had done. Of course, in the last 15 days, we also used ChatGPT. That was the first time we were all learning how to use, but the data was not coming correct from there. This year, the AI tools, many of us were able to use. So we did try to use all that, and Kumar Bhaiya's direction, guidance, insistence, all that helped. Uh, because we worked on direct contacts, personal contacts, plus AI, plus the institutions also have shared. The organizing partners, many of them have also shared their contacts. So that's how we were able to reach to so much. And the regular meetings, thrice a week, almost everyone present right now was attending all these meetings and doing all the homework that had to be done in the background. Tarabhaiya and Jayaprakash definitely worked more harder, I would say. Kumar Bhaiya's guidance definitely helped, and each and everyone from the team managed to get people from their region also to help. So everybody was working towards it, and this was one team, I would say, which worked persistently from the beginning to the end. And that's how, with all that background work, there were a lot of registrations. Akash Bhaiya added the LinkedIn work in the last few months. That also helped a lot in connecting people. And the work that Banisha Didi made, all the design work, whatever, that also supported getting the registrations. And Tarabhaya's skill in the analysis of the registrations was very good. It helped. It regularly motivated everyone when he was posting on the group, all the registrations, the different categories, and all that. And Raju Bhaiya's great efforts in compiling a lot of data, because we were just searching and posting. Many of us were giving some Excel and he would put it in the right format. And he was spending hours on that. So that also is worth mentioning. And everyone from the region representations. Initially, it was little, some regions were not active, some regions were more active. But as the time passed, the team evolved and there was good work by this team. And yeah, the pre-conference meetings were very good because it connected us to many people from many countries. Some who were very promising. I know there were three of them or two of them who registered from UK, whom I knew, and they had a parallel conference at the same time. So they were not able to attend, but they are still keen on taking it further. So that way, there would be delegates of different types. So I just made a few notes on my, I was just thinking on it. So as the closing work is also high, that also requires attention. That is the most important for documentation. But parallelly, our communication with the international delegates is also very important before the conference is forgotten. So I just was thinking of three categories: those who attended and committed, which are fewer. The second category, those who just attended, and they did not commit. And the third, those who did not attend, and they would have some reason for not attending. So to have these post-conference interactive meetings, like last time we had with Yashoda ji, it was a post-conference. And that's how we are able to reach to some commitment from their side. So these post-conference interactive meetings, and to explore the future possibilities with their institutions. And we can have proposals. Of course, LDP is one option, but I think even a 2-hour program also works. The initial 2-hour, half a day, full day. Some proposals before we jump into 3 days or more, or the FDP courses. And the third category, which I mentioned, that is the type of delegates who registered but did not attend. If a person is registering 3 months, 4 months back, or 5 months back, surely is interested in this, but could not attend for whatever reason. Over a period, you get other priorities also. So maybe pursuing with them also would help. So I just felt that along with the closing work, we can also continue to work on this. And definitely there will be volunteers in those countries also, which will emerge. Of course, right now is festive time. So this is the wrong time to approach anyone till maybe the 2nd or 5th of January. Maybe we can start doing it post that. But just I wanted to also mention one thing, that the feelings I could see of all the volunteers in this team were very good, very supportive. And there were a lot of learnings, that I would say. And there was regular participation by Upasana Didi also. And she also was mobilizing volunteers in her region. Similarly, Ishrat Didi was mobilizing volunteers in her region, Tara Bhaiya in his region, Raju Bhaiya and all in the western region. So there was a lot of work, other regions also, lot of work that was going on besides the work that was happening in the team itself. And it was all the meetings were work meetings. So there was live work happening during the meetings. So I really enjoyed the delegate meetings. There were a lot of learnings for me. And that's how, even for the Indian delegates, that's how in all the panels we were able to get delegates who were vice chancellors and all the higher registrars and deans, and which all the fortunately all the panels and the seminars, these delegates were invited somewhere or the other, most of them, and many of them came also. So even at the national level, I think there was a lot of work that was done internationally, of course, but even at the national level. So I felt there is a lot of scope and a lot of work for this team to take it ahead.
Yeah, nice, Iladi.
Thank you.
We have Jayaprakash ji, who's the lead volunteer for this Jayaprakash is the lead volunteer, isn't it?
Yeah, he and Tarabaya both
Yeah.
have worked.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that this present meeting also no is an international meeting because Ila Didi has now gone to US. So
Yes, it's night for me right now.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste. Actually, this is the second time I'm attending this international conference. But for last time, uh, uh, I was one volunteer, but I was not able to do uh, voluntary activities for this international conference last year because my health was not good. And I attended as a delegate. This time I was observing how we can do anything uh, as a volunteer for success of the international conference. So I think the complementarity in this team work was a good learning for me. And I try to do with that complementarity also. Then, time of this conference, it was also a good experience for me to participate in session as a panelist. Actually, in first time I was in panel for this type of international conference. Uh, so that also was a good learning for me. I participated uh, with uh, uh, for trying to explore how to participating in an international program. That was a good learning. And about the other delegates' response and reflections, uh, I can realize that actually the delegates from foreign countries, maybe from India itself, they are observing holistic value-based living. Means they want to be uh, continue in a holistic value-based living, and they are accepting these efforts for holistic value-based living. That is my one of my observation. Anyway, next time I think I can do more and contribute more because this is a learning period for me uh, as a volunteering delegate. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Jayaprakash. Anybody else?
I think Usha Didi has not joined. You can invite her also. She did a good job in collecting data for Africa. And we can listen to Siddharth Didi. Didi was here. Yeah, she has left, I think. Yeah, one thing I wanted to mention. In fact, we can discuss this after everybody has shared once. So, Raju Bhaiya, would you like to say something?
Yeah,
जी भैया
Raju Panchal Bhaiya has maintained the database like wherever source or whatever source we are getting data. Raju Bhaiya very consistently updated the sheet. So I must thank Raju Bhaiya. Ji, Ji Raju Bhaiya.
Yes, he is too much active. In fact, we have to make another category of active volunteers as hyperactive. So, he has made 200 calls yesterday. How many calls
Ji,
Bhaiya
ji.
yesterday?
more than 150.
अच्छा, more than 150. Okay, okay, ठीक है. Yeah, please proceed.
जी 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 नमस्ते नमस्ते सभी को. In this meeting, basically in the last conference, international conference, I seen that Tara Bhaiya is overloaded, and I just thought that I can participate for the Tara Bhaiya's work, and that was the one of the inspiration. Kumar Bhaiya's guidance, then again Ila Didi's guidance. So previous whenever first 3 to 4 meetings, I just take the what type of contribution I can do. for this international conference. And then regularly I was searching something to collect the data, because it is the one of the thought process behind that we can reach up to that person, and how. These are the two questions in my mind. And chat gpt I heard from the ila didi. Then very important tool given by the kumar bhaiya, that is the grok data. And I thought that but I was unaware about it. kumar bhaiya suggested that you can be able to just go for the grok. Then what type of input should be given to the grok? So for learning it, it takes some 1 week to me. And then consistently I was sitting at morning 5:30 to evening up to 10 o'clock. One day kumar bhaiya says that bhaiya aap sote ki nahi. So it was a very nice experience with me. Sri Darshani didi, then Tara bhaiya, Usha didi, they contributed a very lot. And I think so within the 1 or 2 years we will get a big data with us. And I happily will contribute to for that under the guidance of Kumar Bhaiya. It may be a Kumar Bhaiya has suggested that it may be a good project also. तो मैं उसमें बहुत अच्छी तरह से काम करना चाहूँगा। अभी बहुत सारा काम बचा भी है, जिसमें कि डेटा एनालिसिस किसने कितना दिया है, उसमें से कितने लोग आए हैं, उनको कैसे-कैसे फ़ॉलो अप किया जाएगा। तो इस ये बहुत सारे सवाल मेरे ही अंदर चल रहे हैं। तो ऐसा मैं थोड़ा-थोड़ा कर रहा हूँ। और अभी तो मेरे घर में भी इन माय हाउस आल्सो माय मिसेस इज़ आल्सो जॉइन। अभी हमारी ताकत 1 से बढ़ के 11 तक हो गई है। So these are the some of the small things I learned, and I always be happy with gratitude to all these members, they are supporting. तो मुझे इसमें मेरा ऐसा एफर्ट्स लिया है ऐसा कुछ नहीं लगता भैया, सिर्फ कंसिस्टेंटली करता हूँ। तो ये टॉपिक्स हर एक के पास जाना चाहिए, यही एक मेरा सपना है कि कुछ ना कुछ तो भी सीखेंगे उसके अंदर से। तो भैया यही दीज आर द सम ऑफ द स्मॉल थिंग्स फ्रॉम मी। जी भैया जी, नमस्ते सभी को।
जी,
Yeah, I just
नमस्ते
wanted to
राजेश।
also add, there were members who are not in the team, but they were still very actively helping, like Akhilesh Bhaiya. Just wanted to mention his name also.
अखिलेश भैया, श्री दर्शनी दीदी, उषा दीदी, एवरीवन।
No. Sri Darshini Didi, Usha Didi were in the team. They were in the meetings. But Akhilesh Bhaiya externally was helping a lot, especially with
जी
the grok
हाँ,
data.
अखिलेश भैया जी जी, ही
Yeah.
हैज गिवन द सोर्स फॉर अस
ये
फॉर दिस।
ये इला दीदी, अखिलेश भैया and Anil भैया, they do many things in the backend, even without knowledge of anybody. They do their work very consistently, and
Yeah.
means it helps us a lot in many different aspects. Yeah.
एक्चुअली अखिलेश भैया taught me the how to use the grok.
Yeah,
जी
he
दीदी
only
जी,
taught me also. In
जी
fact,
जी
Akhilesh Bhaiya and even Banisha Didi are not part of the team, but they helped a lot in many ways.
जी जी
Yeah, Akhilesh Bhaiya was the one who suggested that let us go for Grok
Yeah,
जी
yeah. It was
intelligent
he who
data.
suggested.
Yeah,
जी
so
Yeah,
we got that outlet.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
true.
again, what we were discussing, that we will also see means whatever mails we have sent to Grok, and how many they have registered or turned up, that will also see, and we will get some concrete data with confidence that yes, how it is working for us. So that will also be, we'll get to know very soon. We are working on that. Yes.
In fact, the tech team support Tara Bhaiya, Akhilesh Bhaiya, Akash Bhaiya, Banisha Didi, their support was quite a bit, I would say.
See, I think Isha Didi still not spoken. Anupam Bhaiya also, Alok Bhaiya, Upasna Didi, they are yet to speak. Akash Bhaiya, Sharma Bhaiya also. Ji.
Yeah. Nice. Sridarshini ji is there. No, she's left.
Yes,
Okay.
Sudarshan is traveling, so her network is not very consistent.
Even
She shared
Raghavendra
a
Bhaiya
message.
was there. He is not attending
Yeah.
today, but he also has helped a lot, Raghavendra Bhaiya, in getting personal contacts and also the list of in the countries they were distributed to him also.
I'm calling him
Yeah.
because he has been quite instrumental. And,
Okay.
and someone can call Usha Didi. And Upasana Didi has not spoken so far from
I have
Northern
called
region.
Usha Didi, but she's not lifting the phone. I
Okay.
left a message also.
Ji. So Upasana Didi. And then we can listen to Akash Bhaiya also. Ji.
जी भैया नमस्ते नमस्ते राजुल भैया नमस्ते सभी को
Namaste, namaste.
Namaste Didi.
जी
Namaste.
namaste namaste everyone. So working together for a common aim or objective, that is to bring delegates for this conference, I should say. But Kumar Bhaiya as mentor and me and Akash, we three were, except Kumar Bhaiya, purposely Akash and me were focused particularly for northern region. And I should say that waking up early in the morning, this meeting was there. How to bring delegates, how to gather delegates for the conference. And every Saturday we were having meeting with the NR proactive volunteers with the same agenda. Um, Initially it was little bit troublesome because in spite of a lot of work, in spite of many meetings, means many, not few meetings, we were in the state of um, gathering very few number of international audience. But gradually, when it was towards exponential growth, then it gave real energy to the full team. And that was collective effort of everyone collected here, as well as regional proactive volunteers when they started working proactively. But in between, what I observed, particularly for northern region, what I felt, uh, most of us are relatives as well as friends. Um, it was seemingly, means it was apparent, very much apparent, that most of us are connected, particularly within India. Very little connection we found with the international people. So one way, on lighter mode, we can say, means this is a feeling of patriotism, particularly serving and being with the country. But similarly, we found that it is required to have more connection, means with the feeling of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So that is desirable. And in fact, when I'm listening, Ilaji, Rajul Bhaiya and all that, after this international conference, we need to stay connected with all international audience. So that is actually desirable. Otherwise, we are saying that we are one as world family, but in form of interaction or in form of execution, I found particularly little difficulty with NR volunteers working for this. Very limited contexts were there. In fact, if growth data that was not available to us, then the number was very limited. So that was there. Um, Waking up with the feeling of arranging delegates and sleeping with the same feeling, that was really a good feeling. Working with this team under the mentorship of Kumar Bhaiya, who was insisting means everyone to be there in this meeting early morning. In fact, BK Sharma Bhaiya was there in some SAR Satra or some workshop or some meeting there at Kanpur. But in every meeting, it was reminded that BK Sharma Bhaiya is not here, so one should call him and tell him to be here. So that way, that consistency as guide in Kumar Bhaiya, that was very much apparent in this delegate pre-conference meetings. And similarly, he was very much available in night also when we were connecting with NR volunteers particularly. So as mentor, he was very good for making this team united as well as for working actively in this northern region. Akash was means a pillar for us. I always feel like not only in meetings or during the event, Akash, even other than also, other than this time also, he always think for this for betterment in this UHV activities, for betterment in the policies we are making for the expansion, extension, as well as for people to work for this UHV. So I really appreciate this is time I should appreciate Akash particularly. So I feel very much connected to Akash, and I always feel like this is like my son, what I wish my son to be. So this way, Raju Bhaiya, wow, so much energetic he was. As and when we forward the message that this is detail of this country's delegate, he was adding him or her in a particular sheet very promptly, as well as texting on the group. Um, Texting on the group that yes, namaste pranam, it happened. So that was also uh, very good to hear from Raju Bhaiya. And similarly, Ms. Tara Prasanna Bhaiya, Ilaji, they were backbone throughout. And others were also very active in their own regions. Ishratji, she is always, but she feels like friend. So Tara Bhaiya is like young brother of mine. So this is really a very good team, and I am with feeling of gratitude to everyone. Thank you, Rajul Bhaiya.
Thank you, Didi.
Yeah, nice. In the celebration meeting that we had with when Ganesh was also there of the lead volunteers. So these were three observations by Ganesh ji. Uh, Most of you or some of you were there, so I won't go into this again, except that two things that are very uh, important in this is that physical facility is the third priority. That is coming through very clearly. And then we do need to, spend time in connecting to people. So out of those people who did register and did attend, those plus the ones that did not attend or could not attend for whatever reason, we can keep in touch with them. So Tara Prasanna ji has shared this list uh, of registrations. So we can take a look at it, analyze it, and draw some conclusions from that. I'd suggested that, say, for example, personal contacts, we had 1,000, more than 1,000 contacts, out of which 23 registered. So it would be nice to know how many of them joined actually. So that would be, good things to have. But we need to follow up with all the 1,000 plus registrants. I know I had given few contacts, some of my colleagues who had we had worked together, Bill Dowling and Jeff and all. So I'd given some names, but none of them registered and they did not join. And some of my colleagues, like Amrish Hote, he has joined the team and he is quite active also now. So there'll be, of course, people like that, but Amrish is in India only, so he is not counted as international delegate. So we have to continue to see what is the thing. I would request, I think we can ask those who gave the names to follow up with their the names that they had given and ask them what is the reason so that they can, with that we can address that reason, whatever the reason is. So that is kind of analysis that we need to do. But whoever joined, we need to follow up with them. Okay. So from this analysis, I can see that we got lists from few organizing partners only, not from many partners. So they either don't have contacts or we were not able to get the contacts. And how effective these lists were, that we can see. And so we need to do some, reasonable analysis of it and plan for what next to do. Okay, so that we can at least appraise them of what is going on. And then in due course of time, they may choose to, do something in their own country. So if we can identify one or two people in each country which is taking interest, so particularly the ones that have larger number of people. So I think that would be good. And wherever there is some committed person. So I was quite happy to find that Namge Wangdi, who was in Bhutan, has reached New Zealand and is running small workshops over there. So he wants to do something. So if we can support him in New Zealand, something can happen there. So like that, wherever there are people who are able to take it forward, like in Australia, there is this former student of Baba Banda College. If we can take it forward over there, so like that, we'll have to identify people who can actually do something in that particular nation. But it is not going to be something that will happen, 1 year we'll have so many nations coming up. That'll be nice, but we'll have to see how we can do that. So net of this is, please do some analysis of the data and see what post-conference actions can be done so that more people will join next year. See, from the 2024 list, 4,800 had registered. And in 25, out of these 4,800, only 754 registered. And then we'll have to see how many actually joined. So this joined column is blank in all the analysis sheets right now. So please make, because this is an important number. And joined out of some 46 people who joined from overseas, 20 of them joined only the lobby. They did not join any session. So 26 people out of this total have joined from outside India. Something like that. I mean, it's a smaller number, but they are very valuable. So we must follow up with them.
Sir, total
Yes.
65 or 66.
Yeah.
20 joined lobby, 45 joined the conference.
Okay.
Joined the Jubilee event. Ji.
Okay.
And
So
I think the other sheet also you can share the first sheet where we were showing number of attendees along with the number of registrations.
yeah, that is a very overall number. So we see for each of these separate areas, it would be more useful, more actionable. Okay, so please.
Sir, for AICT
Yeah.
and LinkedIn, it will be difficult to put because they are being shared through directly through them. Means for AICT, we didn't receive any like set of data, and for LinkedIn we put it in the website itself or in the LinkedIn profile itself.
Yeah, yeah.
So, जी,
See, all these things, now LinkedIn, AICTE, and every college that every organizing partner was in the list to be marked as where did I hear about the conference? So that
yeah, yeah,
That
is
was
there.
there in the registration form.
It's there in the registration form, yes. So we can draw it
yeah,
out from there.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
and which I've shared, I think, sir,
Uh,
means in the earlier. This particular data, like we have got how many registration from which medium, and how many of them joined from that medium. I think joint part not given, but registration part given. If you can check the other sheet. Yeah.
yeah, so let's do that analysis where it will help us to make some, decisions about how to go forward. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So any other observations on this? Then we can move ahead. We have about half an hour remaining for this meeting. So we need to identify the post-conference actions.
Yes, first of all, we have a very good analysis of the data, I'll say. So we can, in a single look, we can have a summary of all that happened during the work, during the conference, and we can make out delegates from various uh, sectors. So this is very good to see, Bhaiya. Now we can use this data to follow up further.
Yeah, exactly. See, like the pre-conference talks were quite, I would say, even more useful than the conference itself. In some way, we could actually talk to those people. In the conference, one of the major feedback from the conference is that there is very little time for interaction. So we are telling our story, but we are not listening to them. That's the major refrain from people who is attending the conference.
Yeah, Siddharshini has also joined, and
Yeah.
Srinivas Bhaiya is also here, who could not speak,
Yeah.
and Tom Bhaiya. So I think we can listen to all those who have not spoken so far.
Yeah, we'll finish this and then come back to them
Nice.
because we have a little bit of time left.
Okay, Bhaiya.
Okay, so this is analysis. I think Tara Prasanna ji and others, they must make some effort to so that it becomes actionable. Okay. And then
Yes.
the second last part, I mean, of course, we'll hear from others who could not share earlier some closing actions. So for the panels and seminar talks, we had put together some specific closing actions, and then we had put together a list of all kinds of closing actions. So we'll go through this list and uh, let me go through the major one. Before this, I'll just go into that we expect that all volunteers, in fact, all not only lead volunteers, but all volunteers may kindly fill these forms. Um, survey of the volunteers. These are not just lead volunteers. This is survey of all volunteers. And so they may kindly fill this form if they have not filled it. Very few lead volunteers and volunteers have filled this form. So if it is not yet circulated in your team, please circulate it so that this form is filled. And the conference survey form also we need to fill. Each person who attended the conference, whether it was a delegate or whether it was a volunteer, we must fill this form also. So these two forms are to be filled. This survey of volunteers is a form which is asking of your interest in the conference and your ideas for how it went and what can be improved. The post-conference survey is more about the conference itself. How did the conference go? What did you grasp from it? What was useful for you to take away from this? So like all that is in this form. Okay. And this is the form that when I look at the analysis, it is saying that they found the keynotes and the panel discussions to be very useful. Panel discussions, seminar talks, and sharing, everything they found to be very useful. But their major thing is that I wish we had more time for interaction. So whatever we are sharing, if we don't listen to the other person, they will make such comments. So some little bit more listening time we have to keep. So our presentation can be briefer and our uh, listening time can be more, whether it is keynote or whether it is panel discussion or anything. If you listen to
Yeah,
them,
now
then
these
we'll get
forms are not
connected.
active now.
Eh?
Now these forms are closed, not active now.
No, we have reopened them forms
Okay, fine.
because we saw that people have not been able to fill it, so we
Yes, very
opened them.
Ji.
If they are showing closed, call me. I will open it.
Ji,
Okay.
bhaiya, sure.
Yeah. These two are Google Forms. Both of them are Google Forms and in our control. There's a Zoom form which is also there, but we have not shared the link of that anywhere else other than through the Zoom mail that went after the conference. So you can fill at least these two forms you can fill. And if you already filled the Zoom form, then you don't need to fill this post-conference survey. You don't need to fill this if you have already filled the Zoom form. Okay. So this is one thing from this list. Then I'll go to the full list. So there are some 13, 14 points here, 13 points over here. So you can figure out which is relevant for your group. And if there is anything else that is relevant for your group, please identify what are the closing actions and complete them. So over here, first one is thank you notes. So we can send thank you notes to all those who provided us with the sources. So if we have AIU was one source, so we must send them a thank you note. AICT was another source, we must send them a thank you note. We had SRM Chennai was a source, and we must send them a thank you note. Whoever else participated in giving us some data, individuals who gave data, maybe you can say, okay, fine, they are our own family members, so we don't need to send them thank you notes. But for the others, we must do that. Okay. Then, like that, you can see this whole list and, so closing actions plus any new things that you want to plan, you can write those down also. So that next time that we meet, we can concretely say that we have number one, close this meeting, close this part, and we are planning for the future. And we have some concrete few steps for the future. And after closing actions are complete, close the group. The team that you made was for the conference, and otherwise it will start getting all kinds of messages. So please close the group after closing the after completing the closing actions. So I'll send this list. Taraji, I'll send this list to you. I'll send both these lists to you.
Yes.
Okay. And then you can share it and discuss what will be the actual closing actions for your group. And this is a sort of random list. You can make your own closing actions group list. I was hoping that you will come up with that list, but whatever, you must have come up with something. So if you have come up with a list, you can show it here. Otherwise, you can take from this list and close the group after that. Maybe by the end of December, all these groups can be closed. Okay.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Yeah. You can certainly add, make some new group or change the name of this group if you want to continue the group. But I'm suggesting that any group that is there, it should be used for the purpose of that group. There are already so many hundreds of groups now. I don't know how many groups are there. You know, so if they become dormant or they get misused in any way, then it is our problem. WhatsApp has some strict rules. Of course, we have not experienced any of them so far, but I don't want to go into that.
Sir, one thing regarding this particularly thank you note. So, as far as delegate is concerned, or whatever database with us, that we'll be able to send a generic thank you mail. But if it is specific to somebody, then I think I need some guidance in that regard.
Yeah,
And then
so
we can send.
make a draft mail. We'll be sending them certificates. We'll be sending them a mail and sending them a link to download their certificate.
Yes, yes, certainly. That is for
Yeah.
generic. Means what I'm saying for say AICT or AIU or say chairman or speakers or any like I should say speakers or delegates who are having some role of very keynote or something like that. So I think it will be a specific individual letter. So generic letter I can prepare and send you. And if it is very individual and specific, then
These thank you notes for speakers are to be made by the panels and seminar talks, not by this delegate team. Okay. These are closing actions for panels and seminar talks. Okay, so you must make closing actions for delegate team without duplicating the same thing with other teams. So
yes,
your
yes.
sources of information came from different different institutions. So you must thank those institutions. Speakers are going to be thanked by wherever they participated. Okay, so make it some, and before you send it, please share it so that we can show the draft to admin before it is sent.
Yeah, certainly, sir. I will share.
Yeah, so now we can hear from, we still have 15, almost 15 minutes. So
Yeah,
we can hear
Bhaiya,
from the
few
others.
suggestions here.
Yeah. You have
When
to
we
make your own lists. This is not my list. You have to make your own list. Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, Bhaiya. So I was just thinking that for all the delegates who registered, and in fact, all the delegates whom we tried to contact, we can send the YouTube link of the sessions. So that will help them reconnect
Very
with the
good.
conference.
Yes. We must
And
do
we can
that.
also tell them that we are going to have regular meetings. So if you are interested, you can join these meetings and you can contact at this email ID
Yeah.
and we are available. Second thing I wanted to say is that I want to be available again from 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning, and it will be convenient for Ila Didi also. And at least once a week we can meet from this team, and some more team members can also that we can keep following up with our effort that we put in before the conference, so that uh, we have that activity going on of following up with the foreign delegates.
Yeah, very
So that
good.
meeting can be planned. Yeah. This is my suggestion, but others can respond.
So this is a very good idea, Kumar. One of the important things to do is to make a team for international connect.
Yeah.
Make a team for and have some specific things to do in that international team. So most of those actions can be done online. So we have to have a proper method to reach out to the international delegates who could not join particularly, but follow-up activities from each. We are asking for follow-up activities from each of these places also. So
Yes.
post-conference events related to your special interest group. So these kind of things they should do. UHV Intro International Workshop, online HHH1 workshop, UHV for SDG talks. So all these things we should do, counseling case discussion with BIW. All these things we must do, keep doing. And what we are doing internationally and what we are doing nationally, uh, we should keep it in mind. We can combine it very good, otherwise have separate one for international delegates. So that's why I've sent this whole list to Tara Prasannaji. You all can take a look at it and work out what is the closing actions for the delegate team, specifically for the delegate team. Don't overlap it with other teams or be complementary to other teams. I mean that, so that we are not sending many things from many places to the same people.
Yeah, so at least once a week we can meet in the morning, and can be available even thrice a week. So this activity can be continued, closely following up with nations which are interested, and keeping also an account of various delegates. So that will be helpful. Ji.
Yeah, okay, good. So we
VK Bhaiya
can,
had to leave. We could not invite VK Bhaiya. He had to leave. I'll just call him Bhaiya.
but whoever is remaining who has not shared, or if somebody wants to share, we have still about 13 minutes, so we can do that.
Not 30 minutes, 10 minutes, or 13 minutes. Yeah,
13,
13
13
minutes.
is one thing.
For me,
My,
let me say that my session has started from 5:30 a.m. this morning. I'm still continuing on a Sunday.
yeah.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so Sridhar Singh is there, can share something.
Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, Sridhar Singh, you are audible.
Like, this is my first international conference. And, I gained a lot of things being a part of this delicate team. Starting with looking into me when I look into the self development that I have applied, I can see that I was able to develop the acceptance for the other. So many new volunteers with whom I have not interacted before, but even then I was able to see that how they are coming. And if I'm not able to keep up my commitment, how is that they are helping me out voluntarily? All those things.
Can you move to some other place? Your voice is
Yeah,
not.
I'm just traveling.
Okay.
So maybe I will put it in brief. Like I had the self development in me, and also I can see how is that I can coordinate with the volunteers of SR also. A major contribution is done by all the volunteers of SR who just collected all the data from the Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry within a span of 2 days. So that is one thing which made us to have the timely collection of data. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Bhaiya. Thank you. That's from my end.
Okay, Kumar, anybody else remaining?
जी भैया, अनुपम डे भैया, श्रीनिवास भैया.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste
Namaste to
भैया.
all.
Namaste, namaste, Anupam.
I hope I am audible.
Yeah, you are audible.
Ji. So other day I was unable to speak because I was driving. So it was a very nice experience, Bhaiya. I started with a delegate team complimenting Tara Bhaiya regarding collecting the data from for the eastern region, and I've taken the help of our regional sheet as well as the grok, and it helped me to learn what is grok and how to like collect the data from the grok. Kumar Bhaiya also uh, inspired us or guided us regarding collecting those how to use like with institute email ID. If we log in, how can I get more data or more specific data? So there was a skill part that I have learned, and also in the tech team, I was in a parallel session 4 in the night, and I was initially I was afraid because as it was mentioned that i7 will be working, but even I have run the production studio. I am able to run the production studio with i3 13 generation. That was one input from my side, and everything gone fine. I got lots of guidance from Anil Bhaiya, Akash Bhaiya, and Manu in the tech team. And I was able to contribute very less in this international conference, but due to my other engagement, I hope to have contribute more in this upcoming conference or any other activities. That is from my side. Thank you. Thank you all.
Yeah, nice. We will have a tech meet in the, when are we meeting?
जी
I
भैया.
think, sir, it's over.
Oh, that is over. Okay, yes, it is over. But we'll keep meeting, so we'll discuss further.
जी बीके भैया is also joined now. बीके भैया आपका माइक नहीं दिख रहा. In the meantime, Srinivas भैया, you have been joining the delegate team regularly.
नमस्ते भैया, am I audible? नमस्ते भैया, am I audible?
नमस्ते भैया.
Overall, I am very much satisfied for attending this conference and participating at the register delegates to register. And I'm most the satisfaction with I could be able to bring into my institute into the organizing partnership. That is one thing I'm satisfied. And we have attended one session. Principal sir has given on behalf of principal sir, our Kiran, our coordinator, has made a lot of satisfaction. Mentioned the panel discussion. I'm very much satisfied with that, and I would like to work more. Actually, I am not satisfied with the work I rendered, but I would like to do more for coming future. Thank you.
Thank you, Srinivas. Okay, so
Yes, sir. Yes.
या बीके भैया.
जी नमस्ते भैया. नमस्ते
भैया.
जी भैया.
आप कुछ अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करेंगे?
जी भैया, NWR से मैं जुड़ा था, तो इनिशियली जो और इंस्टीट्यूट में पार्टनर थे अपने, उनकी तरफ से रिस्पॉन्स आया था. तो जैसे UEM जयपुर है, मानव रचना से आया था, और फिर पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी से भी आया था. तो डेटा काफी अच्छा आ गया शुरू में, उसे बाद में फिर वो अपडेट हो नहीं पाया था, तो मैं और ज्यादा उसमें अपना कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं कर पाया. और कॉन्फ्रेंस का जो ग्लोबल जो देखा, उससे फीलिंग लेवल पर काफी स्ट्रांग हुआ. जो भी काम किया साथ में सबने मिलके आपके गाइडेंस, तो उसका काफी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा. और उसके बाद कॉन्फ्रेंस में 2 सेशंस में था, मैं इंडिविजुअल शेयरिंग में था, और एक में मैं एज मॉडरेटर काम किया था. तो ओवरऑल मेरा एक्सपीरियंस काफी सही रहा. सेकंड टाइम ये पार्टिसिपेट किया था मैंने, और मुझे इसमें काफी पोटेंशियल दिखता है कि अच्छे से हम पूरा यूनिवर्सली और खासकर ग्लोबली भी इस चीज को ले जा सकते हैं. तो अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है भैया मेरा। थैंक यू फॉर दैट।
बढ़िया भैया। Akash Bhaiya, or I had another suggestion. Like now the conference is over and we have the recordings on the YouTube also, so we can continue with our sharing on LinkedIn and we can keep sharing sessions over LinkedIn every alternate day if possible. Otherwise, we can plan. So Akash Bhaiya had been sharing on social media and we can continue with that activity.
Kash is, was for the conference we agreed for Akash to go to your team, but I think you have to find somebody who can do it full time over here for the rest of the time.
Okay, Bhaiya.
Yeah.
जी namaste sir, namaste everyone. So
मतलब
it was a nice experience with working with the delegate team.
आपकी आवाज ठीक से नहीं आ रही है आकाश.
जी sir, now am I audible?
Still less audible. अभी कोई ईयरफोन लगा रखा है तो उसको हटा
Yes
सकते
sir,
हो.
yes sir, yes sir. I hope now it's fine, right?
बहुत हल्की आवाज है बट स्टिल चलो बोलो.
Better, yeah.
जी sir. So a lot of effort was made by the delegate team. So like everyone mentioned Rajul Bhaiya name, Kumar Bhaiya name, and the guidance provided by Kumar Bhaiya. So what happened during the conference I would like to share. In the night time when the school education team was presenting Dhiren sir. So at that time only one attendee was there. So sir suggested not to continue that session. At that time I came in complaining mode that a lot of efforts were made by delegate team under the guidance of Kumar Bhaiya, but see in the night time we are not having the delegates in the attendee. But after that it came in my mind that the effort made with Dhiren sir was since 1995, and after a lot of effort it came in Madhya Pradesh school education in 2024 or 3 around. So I was able to see that whatever effort is being made during this conference, we will be able to see the actual number in the upcoming conference. So that gave me a confidence that yeah, so there is no effort is going to be wasted. Yes, sir. So this is only I would like to say.
Yeah, very important, Akash. Very significant. And his story, the way that he shared also was very interesting. The first time he shared, if you haven't heard it, you must hear it in the
I
recording.
was
Hear the
there
recording.
very well. He's shared.
Yeah.
I was also thinking that Ila Didi is there, and one lady from Waldorf had joined, and she had expressed a lot of interest in taking this program forward. So Didi can get in touch with her and also organize some
Yeah.
face-to-face meeting if possible.
Yeah. We'll have to do it with all those who gave commitments. She was one of them.
Yes,
So
Didi.
certainly we'll get in touch with her. She was very promising.
Yeah, very promising. I think she is connected with the school education and Waldorf school model.
Yeah. Waldorf is school education.
Yeah, and has spread across the world. So if she gets in touch with us, we can get in touch with the Waldorf group of schools.
Yeah. It's a pedagogy that is used in school education.
Yes. So, Didi, we have to plan for the follow-up. Maybe after this meeting is over sometime, we'll plan for the follow-up. And we have to keep on enriching that list where we can see more promises coming.
Yeah, so Akash, copy this screen.
Yes, sir.
See the questions that he was asked. क्या करते हो, है ना, और इसका क्या आउटकम क्या है, तुम लोग तृप्त हो कि नहीं, ऐसे करके सारे क्वेश्चंस पूछे थे.
Yes, sir. I listened that on YouTube.
Yeah.
In the second rehearsal, he had spoken very well.
Yeah. And in the second rehearsal, Dilshad ji and Rajkumari ji, they had a extempore discussion. That
Superb
was just too
interaction.
good.
Yeah.
It was
Very good interactive session.
extremely interactive and very, very effective. That is how our online can be if we work on it. So both of them have this good feeling with each other, and they know what they are talking about, and they are able to express it. That is how their online workshops are also. So they are very rich workshops, and they are able to reach to the students very nicely like that, Anyway, so nice. Thank you all for coming, and keep in touch with the team, and please send me the closing actions. How soon can you send me your closing actions, which are unique closing actions for this team?
Yeah, so someone has to take the responsibility. I think Tara Bhaiya, are you going to do that?
जी जी
Okay. And please
closing
let us know
actions.
whatever help is required. Okay.
Yes
Yeah.
yes जी.
Okay, so you have some analysis also to complete, and then these closing actions to complete. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now, so we can close. We have another meeting
Sir,
starting in another
before we
few
leave,
minutes.
Which meeting, Bhaiya?
your comment, please.
Eh?
Which meeting is going to
Before we
start
leave,
now?
I have 2 more meetings today.
Oh,
2 or 3 more meetings are there. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Which each group, there are 11 groups or something,
Yes,
So
yes.
we are meeting with all the groups. Ilaji and Ishratji are there in all those meetings. Ilaji particularly, she has taken full ownership of this conference. So she is
Wow.
there in all the meetings, and I'm so happy that Ilaji, you are there. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult to do this conference.
Very nice. Very nice, Didi.
Yeah.
yeah, very true. Sir, before we close the meeting, any 1 or 2 lines from your end for all of us.
Yeah. I would say best wishes. And I mean, I would say that we should do things with, uh, आराम आराम से करना चाहिए चीजों को, not rush things, and we should be realistic about what is possible and how it can work and so on. So this Dhirenji story thing is it's a good example of things happening in their natural course of action. They cannot happen, if you plant a wheat seed today, you can't expect it to flower tomorrow. So we should have our our plans also in line with what is naturally possible.
Yeah, but we have to keep
Yeah.
watering it regularly. Otherwise, the seed will never grow into a plant.
Yeah, that notwithstanding, I'm saying that planning should be with,
Yes, yes.
so, yeah. And however much we can be collaborative and cooperative, that is good,
Yes, Bhaiya.
Yeah.
An excellent example is being set up. How in education we can work like this in a pro bono manner and working
Yeah.
for the well-being of society.
Yes. See, everybody has appreciated that. Yesterday we had this meeting, and then Amrish Hote, who was like at the partner level of KPMG, that is at the sort of senior vice president type level, or very high level in the company. It's a consulting company, one of the big four companies in the world, with Gartner and all these big people. So he was mentioning that a conference like this would have probably cost lots of money, crores of rupees. And the way the interaction took place, he was amazed that there was no shouting and flaps and all that thing. Whatever need to happen, somebody was there to take care of it.
Yes.
So
A
One more
kind of
thing that he
encore.
mentioned,
uh,
Hoteji, that in the corporate world, even after earning a lot of money doing such work, there is no sense of satisfaction uncomparable to what has been achieved over here by each volunteer, each person
Yes.
involved. The level of satisfaction he was comparing on pro bono, also there is so much satisfaction which is not there in the world that he said he was.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been in the corporate world for almost 30 years, so I know, and that was one of the reasons for, sort of making this effort. But I think I also have a long way to go in learning how to do it properly. So next time, maybe, we'll see
He was
what can improve
appreciating the
it.
passion with which everybody is working. He's saying this, you won't get this
Yeah,
passion even after paying high salary. You won't see that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can't buy happiness. So
In
that is
fact,
the
it will be
point he's
contrary.
making. Eh?
It will be contrary. If you pay, then people will never get self-motivated.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, unless
Sir,
see what can happen in corporate is number one, that they can work together as a team. So teamwork can be improved. That is one thing that can happen. But the teamwork can be improved only to a certain extent. Unless the purpose is humane. If
Yes,
the
yes.
purpose is inhumane, then no amount of teamwork can be, it can only go up to certain limit. So
Another thing that
second,
is coming out here, if you are working for the human goal, you have completed?
no, I was
Aja,
going to say
Aja.
something.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so second thing that can happen, first thing is that there can be greater sense of relatedness. Second thing is that there can be a greater sense of purpose, and that purpose has to connect to our basic human aspiration. So once we are able to figure out what is the purpose of this or what is the mission of this corporation for that overall vision, then things will suddenly change tremendously. So, for example, if the purpose or the mission of the corporation changes from profit to prosperity for all, now that is a greater purpose than profit as a purpose. So those things and corporations are there's a whole effort by Harvard Business School about rethinking the MBA, rethinking the MBA. So there are three authors who have written. There's a book called Rethinking the MBA. So now they are writing about all this that corporate leaders are not respected in the society because this blah blah blah. So they do corporate social responsibility and this and that. So if they are able to see the purpose, number two, then things will suddenly change to the right direction. So these two things can happen. One is relationship, teamwork, and the second is purpose. And if both these things happen, then the world will change.
Yes, Bhaiya. And one thing I can see that if you are working for the human goal and in this pro bono manner without any seeking any kind of remuneration or recognition, then there are no competitors. You can smoothly sail. We can see that there are no competitors, and at every platform, people are talking uh, about us in a way that we are working very selflessly.
Yeah. So
In
good.
fact, those who would like to work in this direction also become complementary to us.
Yes.
And I can see a good possibility that there are people around the world who are doing something similar. We have to
Yeah.
actually get in touch with them.
Yeah. So all those planning you can do. And now before we close, maybe we can take one group picture. Now 12 people are remaining out of I think 15 who came to. But we can take a picture and close for today.
Yes.
Yeah, sir will take the picture also. And as Ila Didi is now at US, so after the conference, we are expecting one FDP at US.
Yes.
Ila Didi. And I think Ila
Sure,
Didi is
sure.
going to take US citizenship, if I'm not
Akash,
wrong.
your background is too bright, so you shift to the other side. और भी थोड़ा सा करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा. Yes, Ilaji, in your background also there is this big light. Halogen lamp, eh? Yeah, now it is good. Now it is good.
Yeah, my camera doesn't
Jaiprakash
seem
Bhaiya
to work.
slowly looking like Sahasrabudhe sir.
Eh?
Jaiprakash Bhaiya slowly looking
Jay
like
Prakash is looking.
Sahasrabudhe. Srinivas Gupta Bhaiya, camera to be on. Yeah, I'm talking really good. Kumar
Yeah,
Bhaiya, yeah.
yes.
Yes, Bhaiya, the PC of the camera of my PC doesn't seem to work, so I'll have to connect with mobile. If time permits, otherwise we can go ahead.
नहीं कनेक्ट पैरेलल में कर लो ना, क्या है इसमें?
हाँ, अभी कर रहा हूँ भैया.
Anupam Ded is remaining.
He might be traveling, so
कोई बात नहीं, you can still connect. What is there? Rajnish ji started this meeting with a talk from the car.
yes, yes. Even Charan sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So next meeting, instead of car, it will be plane.
Yes, sir. Another enthusiasm to get connected with the family is huge. So we cannot stop ourselves wherever we are. So yeah. Yes. Ji Kumar Bhaiya looking very young.
Yes, भैया, I'm there now.
So I think Akash Bhaiya taking the photo. Akash.
Yes, Bhaiya, I took.
Okay.
Namaste, everyone.
So everybody bless us. Thank you. Namaste.
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 Namaste, everyone.
Namaste to all.
सर शर्मिला दीदी नहीं है.
Namaste.
शर्मिला दीदी इधर ही है, एक मिनट बुलाते हैं.
जी जी.
No, she's not directly. I mean, it'll take some few minutes.
जी. Okay. She
We are
was there
making
in
a chart tomorrow. Tonight, my son is coming now from the US. So we
अच्छा
are
अच्छा.
making a lot of preparations.
जी जी.
1 second.
Nice, nice. जी जी. Fine.
Yes.
Didi,
Yes, Tara
namaste.
Prasanna ji, where are you?
Namaste, Didi.
I am at my
Namaste.
grandparent-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Grandparent. Yeah.
Yeah, namaste. You can see
So
Raju
I was there.
Panchalji's
मैंने भेजा.
wife.
जी
Namaste.
भैया.
जागृति
जी भैया.
Jagruti ji, ji.
Jagruti, very regular in the morning sessions now.
Oh, yes, yes.
yes
And she is our
Her
new
name,
volunteer.
her name itself is Jagruti, na? So she has to be there in the morning.
जी दीदी. दीदी, how are you?
fine sir fine भैया
जी जी. Okay.
so early in the morning lot of inputs we are getting from the Didi Srimla Didi Gopal Babu भैया
So before we close, let us listen one line from Sharmila Didi. Then we may close. We are
One line from
crossing
Sharmila Didi
15 minutes.
क्या
to the delegate team.
what
One line message to the delegate team.
Closing remark. Closing remark.
what you know
Well done, Ashirwad. Ashish Vachan.
जी, जी.
Everybody did a wonderful job, I think. Sabka effort, team effort, see what results have been brought.
Yes, Akash has given his what you call feedback. See, फिर से करो आकाश दिखाई नहीं दिया इनको. Yeah, this one. Akash is flying up with the what is it, torch or what is it? And then Tara Prasanna is flying up with the heart.
Yes. But actually, after events, now we are expecting even in morning session or in other meeting, like these thumbs up and all like comes blow in the air, but it is not happening. So, gee,
Yeah,
that's
we
fine.
made
Thank
it.
you.
See, for the conference, we have to make all these things. And I think for the other things also, we can certainly think about more live, more video. Now that the bandwidth, etc., is better, so we can do that. See, before you turn your camera, on the bottom left-hand side, there is a little sign which says turn. When you click on that sign, then you can turn your camera and your photo also will be turned properly.
Oh, इकडे.
Yes.
Gee.
Yeah, you can try it out so that for the next conference, you'll be ready with the camera. Yeah, Tara Prasannaji has succeeded in that. Who else wants to try it?
Okay. Gee.
See, Kumari had made one observation that everybody has to little bit text, more tech savvy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a small thing to learn if you can do that. Yeah, Ishraji has done nice. Okay, nice. Ilaji, it must be you are in the west. You are in the west coast or east coast. You landed at
California,
SF
East
now.
Coast.
Eh?
California.
Yeah, so it is. It's still like midnight now. Your time, nearly midnight.
It's 10:20 p.m.
Okay, not so bad.
No, not bad.
Not so bad. I was looking at East Coast time. It is 1 o'clock at night, 1:30 or something.
No. I'm in Bay Area, so it's 10:20.
Yeah. So your direct flight from Mumbai to SF was what,
Air
17
India.
hours?
17, Air India.
Direct. Aujo.
No, I'm
Happy
not
journey.
jet lagging. I'm trying to keep awake.
Very nice. One secret there is if you go to, if you are in the sunlight, then it resets your clock very fast.
Okay.
Sleep at night and stay awake during the day and go out in the sun.
Going out in the sun.
Tomorrow I'll go out in the sun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chalo, all the best.
That is the
Thank you.
one FDP and one FDP on health.
To say.
One FDP on education, one FDP on health. Kila Didi. At US.
Yes, sure.
Namaste.
Yeah, 1 minute. Jagruti want to say. She
Yes.
brother is in USA.
So,
Yes.
yeah, I also got the chance to go in the US. My brother is staying in the New Jersey.
Okay, very nice.
Yes, so yeah. For 2 to 3 months, I went to the USA.
Okay, in the winter time or summer time, or when did you go?
Summertime, yeah.
That's also cold over there still.
Yes, yes.
Nice.
They were asking something to turn the video, no? You are saying there is some icon or something.
No, on your camera, if you see at the bottom left-hand side, just above the audio sign,
Yeah.
there is one sign. I'll show you what it looks like.
And there on a mobile. Is it?
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
Sharmila Didi, all your preparations are done?
For what?
For your son?
Yeah, more or less. Last few things to be done.
Okay.
I think this Zoom has to be updated because that option is not visible here.
If you have not updated Zoom, that is another thing. So if you take your camera,
Yeah.
okay. So I've got my phone camera also here, my phone camera. Okay.
Yeah.
So at the bottom of it, at the bottom left hand side, there is one sign. See, not at the bottom, at the top over here. Can you see?
Yeah, it flips basically. It flips.
It says auto rotate.
Okay.
Camera auto rotate.
In fact, it is not rotating, it is flipping. So on the other side of the mobile.
Yeah, so I do auto rotate, and then when I switch my camera around, then I can.
In my version, this is not there here. Fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So auto rotate, if I do auto rotate, then it comes like this. Okay, so you have to see where auto rotate is, and if your Zoom is not updated, then for the conference we had suggested to everybody to update their Zoom. So you can keep updating it every few months. No?
Yes, yeah. I might have done it on my PC, not here.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So we'll close now. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you, Johan. I'm in very excitement mode now. Actually, I'm in the hospital for waiting for my grandchild, and
Okay.
she's admitted here.
Your grandchild is?
No, he's
No,
awaiting.
my daughter is admitted here for delivery. So I'm
Wish
Okay,
waiting
him
for
okay,
her.
all
okay.
the luck, sir.
Yeah, best wishes, Jay
Best
Prakash ji.
wishes.
Thank you.
So he'll be grandfather,
Thank you. Yes, being.
huh? Nice. Okay.
Very nice. Jai Prakash Bhaiya. Best wishes to you and your daughter, your complete family.
Namaste. Namaste to all.
Namaste.
Bhaiya.